Epsilon Frontier. Deadman Protocol is live. All containment. Subjects have breached. Repeat. Research wings dark. Sectors non-responsive.
Containment failure across all sectors. Deadman Protocol authorized.
Anyone receiving this? Epsilon is gone. Couldn't hold it. We couldn't kill it. Nothing we had could kill it. Sterilization is armed. God forgive us for what we've awoken.
Central command to every frequency alive. The frontier is gone, the fallout signatures worldwide. What Epsilon contained has been unleashed on Earth, a demigod of hunger, famine given birth. Project Underworld is now in play, executive caravan directive effective today. Take what you carry, take who you love. Something is coming that even the sky can't rival. Not all routes are safe, not all who run arrive. Some will fall between the cracks, or reduced to something less than alive.
We are the last! We carry forward a dying war! Through fire and the teeth of hungry gods! We fled!
And carved our names in stone!
The heavens drop!
A daughter upset. Tugging on father's sleeve.
I don't want to go. I don't want to leave.
He kneels, his whole world in her eyes. You know what brave explorers do sometimes?
What?
They bring that favorite bear and they protect them along the way. And they protect them back. That's how brave ones play.
She laughs through tears and squeezes the stuffed bear tight. His wife mouths,
Thank you, from the hallway.
something's wrong, he feels it. The air, the silence between sounds.
He pulls his wife aside. Voice low as buried steel.
Engine running. Bags in the truck. Something's off. I can feel it. Keep her singing. Calm. Safe.
Steps outside. It's too quiet, too still.
He checks the road, scans the fence. Nothing livestock, too still. Not sleeping.
Trees don't move, narrows his eyes, takes another step.
He never thinks to look up.
Two enormous eyes illuminate in an ambient light, a grin that splits the dark, a mountain-sized titan.
The eldritch horror. But he feels it. His blood racing.
Then in disbelief realizes the stars are gone. Finally sees the monster's mark.
She doesn't freeze, he moves.
Backward toward the house. Every nerve a live wire. His hand find the truck, his face like cold stone. Locked on the horror. His wife sees his face and doesn't need a single word.
Silent hushes little one in back seat with bear. Strapped in tight, hugs, whispers, prayer, holds his arm. From the impossible, a mortal challenges a god.
Engine revs, headlights cut dark like swords.
The beast flinches, not in pain.
From the audacity, he lays on the horn, floods the high beams, races toward it.
Last second swerve past teeth.
The size of monuments,
The god hesitates.
confused.
Nothing has ever chosen not to run.
And in that heartbeat,
Of divine bewilderment.
He threads the needle, swerves round giant feet. Takes off like atomic bombs. The pile of crimson decay. Bursting the mountain tunnel way. Then they are gone. A father gives all or nothing.
when he just wants his daughter.
To see another day.
Feels terror bear in the backseat. His wife's hand hasn't left his arm.
His hands shake non-stop for 3 days. But they're alive. They're all alive.
He drove
On into the chilies of evil and heartache, and walked away with everyone he loved.
not because he was stronger than a god, but because he refused to be less than a father.
Now arriving old Central Spire Nexus.
All the laugh, the damned, the blood that bled, ancestral fire burning bright through gods and ruin. We carved our names in stones, the heavens dread. Old sins were ruins, the Spire Nexus stands. A graveyard of catastrophic plans. Dead projects, tombstones, row on row. The monument to everything we shouldn't know. The caravans converge from every broken road. Humanity compressed to one last desperate node. The underworld metaverse won't initialize in time. The gateway needs a miracle to align. But buried in the spire's abandoned wings, where ghosts of mad inventors haunt forgotten things. A weapon with no purpose and no practical use, except the risk of tearing existence from its roots.
Pandora, Achilles, anti-existence ordnance, not antimatter. Something past the last horizon. A madman's magnum opus gathering dust. They call the vote, deploy it through the gate. Arm the payload, bait the god, evacuate. 4 to 3, the measure barely passed. One voice cuts through, a scholar, not a soldier. Sharp eyes, skeptical of generals and folders. If we hold this weapon, why do we run? Why flee when we could drive it through? The crowd erupts, you haven't seen its teeth. One payload, one chance. And if reality itself unravels, it kills us all. He weathers it, then slams his fists on steel. Then let those that spite enough to warn this world from evil choose to stand, and then let the rest go away. Not one soul steps forward, not one hero, not a single hand is raised. He scans the crowd, searching, hoping, nothing. He swallows once. Didn't figure a single person wouldn't be interested. Forget I said anything, like it's nothing.
Livestock commodity implied mad with fear.
I had a schedule. The hungry god is here.
Fire shakes the sky, goes black with mass.
A mountain made of mouth and eyes descending fast. Every blade, every weapon, every hand, it holds a pistol. Not to win, just to slow it, just to hold it. Be still. Seconds, that's all they need. Seconds, till the gate. Every life thrown at the demigod to buy a splinter of fate. The gateway screams to life. Behind them, reality tearing open. Hold
again.
Fall back. Every yard paid for. Someone's everything. The line bends, breaks, reforms, breaks again, and still they buy the seconds. The gateway needs. One by one, through the fracture in the world, carrying children through, dragging in the wounded, the last defenders backing through, with shields still raised. Still, draws an arm, Pandora, Achilles tendering. With a terrified clutch, he rips the pen and runs. Legs failing, barely standing. The gate behind him, with the bong before him. The god above him. Don't look, don't think, just run. The ground is shaking and the air is screaming, and the gateway's edges are already thinning. He falls through, gasping, crawling, and the crowd drags him in, and no one looks back. The gate shut, hidden in fear. No one saw a demigod face anti-existence.
Except one, upon the spire's peak, above the gate, above it all.
The scholar stands where no one asked him to.
He watched Pandora, Achilles,
And anti-existence. With the scholar's known eyes. The only human testimony to the force that challenged gods built by mortal hands. No less. No camera caught it. No instrument survived. Just one pair of stubborn eyes. He sees the blast that has no light. No reed. A perfect sphere of nothing. Carved from what was real. And when the nothing passes, and the silence fills back in, the scholar. The scholar sits down on the crater's edge. The only witness, the only record, the only proof that mankind made a weapon to rival a god. And only one man saw it.
Gateway access granted. Now arriving. The underworld metaverse complex.
100 years beneath the stone we grew. The underworld metaverse carved chambers no one asked it to. Tunnels branching, rooms appearing, infrastructure born from algorithms serving a society too tired to mourn. How long had they been buried? Long enough to stop the dream. But some who are restless and underworld wouldn't settle. Descendants of the old heroes. Ones who drove head-on into a demigod's teeth, swerved and lived to see the next dawn. Ones who brought online a weapon lost to time, found between lines through bookkeeping. Ones who embodied the heart of mankind's last line, held fast until the very last man. Ones who were mankind's messenger of last spite, despite old fear of being left behind. While everyone sat still. Alien sprint through forbidden halls. The loud one laughs at danger like a bad joke. The sharp one, smartest catalogs everything. The big one, quiet, barely spoke, actions roar. The quick one, fast first, just not this list. Not the heroes of old, but living, pulsing underworld metaverse. They tore through the dark like they still believe. They've broken into galleries before. Dusty exhibits, nothing worth the time. Museums of old world sealed, forgotten. No one remembered why. But this felt different.
Seal heavier,
Not forgotten.
buried,
Relics warm to the touch.
still sealed, still powered.
Wait, if nobody remembers this gallery.
Why is the section powered?
Whoa, get down!
Look, it's shooting at us!
Dodge bites unlock, lasers cut air. Loud one trips into safety. Big one catches fire. Then instant cakes past peg. The loud and quick distract. The sharp one reads the system.
He's old running a daemon from first decade.
Big guy. Big one rips the panel. Wire sparks. Demon dies. Nervous laughter. Silence. Then awe.
Inside sealed realm. A map, old world gateway, charted century ago. Final records of the old world they've never known.
Fall of Epsilon and footage. Landscapes taken from caravans. Every biome captured.
colors with no name in a world of gray.
A real sky accounts a file stand against a demigod. The pin of Pandora, Achilles, no strike record, just the pin, and thrown on a side pile like trash every morning.
I must confess a small deceit. I stayed behind. I couldn't live banished from the world, and someone must bear witness. Causality demands it. No, requires it. And I bet in a century, you absolute disasters of accountants in scatterbrained brilliance would have society forget to come home. Please, let me be wrong. Okay, bye. Got things to sing now.
The youth's excited.
I like him.
The loud one just stood frozen, jaws slack, eyes wide, the other shift.
You good? Hello?
You functional? Did you see that it wasn't a room? How did they get a seal in that eye? There was no ceiling, guy. We gotta find it. It's gotta be magic. The sharp one pushes glasses up, thinking.
Timekeeping is basically guesswork, but that century mark, it's about now, give or take a decade.
Loud one takes off into the caves.
Hey, wait. You don't even know where you're going. How is he that fast?
Quick one blasts off, or I'll catch him. They call him preparation first. Do it right. Supplied. Their parents, ancestors of heroes felt all fire stir. Enough to pack their children's bags, but not enough to follow.
You were born to run. Go find what we forgot we lost, and keep your bear, friends, safe.
His mother gazes on family heirloom, an old teddy bear.
With the underworld majority,
Hollow-eyed, barely animate.
show us proof.
Not interested,
Too late.
not hostile, worse, indifferent. Like absence of stars, stole stars from their The loud one, not angry, disgusted. Fine, who needs them?
Shoulders back, turns points.
Let's go find some magic!
Days in the game. The map their only guide. Through tunnels that had shifted, split, and multiplied.
Wrong turns and dead ends, arguments and falls. The metaverse had spent a century rewriting its own walls, but they pressed on because that's what their blood demanded. Poor idiots too stubborn to stop. Exactly as intended!
The oldest halls, the metaverse's firstborn.
Where corridors broke laws of space and physics lost its throne! Hallways looped on hallways, stairs that led to where they start. A labyrinth filled by terrified people on purpose, torn apart! They pace in circles.
This room again?
No, wait.
Is that a stairwell or a room or a...
It's a gate?
No, it's a complex.
Why is it so everything? A false turn. A hair passes through what looked like stone.
Guys, my hand is in the wall.
And there, tucked in a corner like a forgotten relic, like the most important door in human history was filed wrong. It's the gate.
The massive ancient monumental carved from something older than the stone.
We're still humming, still alive, a heartbeat waiting to come home, but it's closed.
Waiting. Everyone looks at the sharp one.
The loud one, please. Tell me you got some ideas, smarty?
She shrugs, pushes up her glasses. Aside from counting every second we've existed, which no one did, it's about a century. But how many years got bounded lost or just made up? I genuinely cannot tell if we're early, late, or right on time.
Well, did I win my bet, or did I lose? I expected either no one, or an army not for children. Not the two scenarios I had in mind. The loud youth
Still half confused, half processing, nods in full agreement.
Bro, that wasn't me. You look ridiculous, by the way.
Wait, what does that mean? And who is that?
Smutty has a ghost clone, bro.
Creepy magic! I'm the one who stayed behind the one your history likely forgot.
Bro, you're how old? You should be dead. How?
That's crazy. Honestly, I have no idea. I've never believed in magic before. But given how thoroughly clueless I am on the how, it may as well be perhaps a side effect of witnessing a god die. Perhaps Pandora Achilles leans residue, or the universe simply requires a witness and refuses to let them go. Who knows?
Whoa, that's deep.
So somehow you're talking. You're on the other side?
So how do we get through? It's closed.
Hey, you kept time right. How much longer?
That's what has me so amused. The timing of your arrival, your stubbornness, all of it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday.
Century Central Command would like to, welcome.
Central Command Gateway Control. Century Threshold Net. Initiating startup sequence. Core diagnostic. Structural array intact, corrosion on rings 4711 compensating. Dimensional tether status. Assembling gateway geometry. Ring 1 aligned. Ring 2 aligned. Ring 3 aligned. Correction applied. Ring 4 aligned. Rings 5 through 12 aligned. Finalizing gateway connection. Dimensional seal unlocking. Atmosphere equalization in progress. Reality bridge stable. Gateway connection finalized. Status operational.
The rock and the Gilda roads, and just made a fog the entire time. Then brilliant light they've never seen. Sunlight. The gate is open!
For bioscan. Demigod infection 0%. DNA mutation 0.01%. Nominal. Human underworld project refugee assumed. Central Command would like to welcome you home. Upgrading credentials.
It has been 1 century at Crate to our descendants. This mission project was successful. Now go forth, reclaim your world!
Upgrade completed. Maximum authorization. World access granted. Attention. Final destination imminent. Now arriving Spire Nexus. Nexus Pandora Achilles crater ruins. The old world surface gateway.
Not from weakness, from the vast scale of it all. The crater stretches in every direction, a perfect circle where the nexus flows. fall. Biology built to outlast extinction. Skeleton may stand forever, only tomb big enough to mark that which nearly ate the entire world. They stare, revolted, terrified, but something shifts in them. Residual man of a dead god. Ruling for a century, finally found those worthy of feeling its potential. Electric in their veins, rewarding ones who came back. Cowards underground will never know this grace. Read ancient scholar, watches from the spire's remains.
He smiles.
I wondered what would happen.
They climb the crater's edge.
They climb the crater's edge. The sharp one stops so suddenly, others nearly crash. Not a wall, not a tunnel, not a room with boundaries. Not cataloged in one glance, but everything stretching in every direction. Past comprehension colors
They never see.
stand here for a week
And not absorb a fraction.
above.
That magical sky.
It isn't
The ceiling.
It has
No top.
It just
Keeps going.
No one notices ours.
Mouths open.
Eyes overflow. Legs long.
Starlight by majesty.
Loud one, for once, doesn't speak. Just breathes in.
Something behind his eyes.
Slowly dying, and everyone underground for 100 years comes by, irrevocably alive. We are this, the blood, the ones who came back, walked through time and soul about the life we led. Just rotting bones of flesh, the demigod is dead. We carved our names in stones, the heavens dread.
Rise in the cross, read one high.
Stumbling the size it boasts,
Everything lost.
reclaimed at unfathomable costs.
The loud youth finally leaps up, shakes off the awe, like a dog shakes off rain.
Think I know what a reboot feels like now.
Well, it's gonna be fun watching those good-for-nothings going through this.
The quick and big one blink.
The sharp one pushes up her glasses.
But they didn't want to come.
Nah, they said they didn't believe what we've seen, and if they still make excuses, we'll drag them up here by their ears. I wanna see exactly how dumb I look staring into nothing for 3 hours when on their dumb faces instead. The other side and chuckle. They leave their best rations for the scholar. Thank you, a promise.
We'll be back soon.
Everyone.
The ancient scholar allows one small, complicated and smile.
You can leave them all behind for all I care, but if you've much to drag them here, I suppose I'll still be around, but
It's good to hear another's voice again.
Still worlds reconnected, the unofficial metalize, underworld project, and the real life. Not by leaders, not by armies, not by heroes, but by 4 kids
And one ancient scholar.
A century of silent torment. The end marked by 4 abusing kids of all things.
After mere moments, at least to the scholar's standards, the years echoes of marching of society.
No, they come a century after the world society fell. The heirs of the fallen world.